Welcome to New Sky TV Explosive Success. Zhai Yiying's collaboration with four male gods sparks heated discussion. Who has the best on-screen momentum while other actresses are still desperately waiting for a script to fall from the sky? Zhai Yiying has quietly added four of the sexiest male gods in the short drama circle to her collaboration list. Aren't you curious about what magic she's used? Imagine a snowy night in the north. A girl abandoned by her first love turns around and marries the man who has secretly loved her for 11 years. Just hearing about this kind of plot makes your heart skip a beat, right? Secret love leads to marriage? Can you resist Yang Kang's gaze? Have you ever tried watching the same episode dozens of times just because of a man's eyes? Yang Kang's portrayal of Qixinian in Secret Love Leads to Marriage is practically a living textbook of the phrase eye contact that draws you in, don't you think? 4 years of a sexless marriage, the ex-wife's return and entanglement, the family's relentless pressure, and his storm of rumors. Yet every time Qixinian looks at the female lead, it's as if he's saying, "I'll wait for you, until you're willing to look at me." Isn't this deep, restrained affection more heart-stopping than any sweet talk when the female lead finally discovers that this marriage was never a makeshift arrangement by her family, but a long-planned scheme by a man who gambled 11 years of his youth? Didn't you feel that tingling sensation shooting from your feet to your head, even through the screen? At the moment she suddenly throws herself into his arms and says, "Please guide me for the rest of my life." Can you honestly say you didn't secretly screenshot it and use it as your wallpaper? Half sugar green plum, Wang Zhuan's wife chasing crematorium, who can escape it? Have you ever watched a drama where you knew it was a cliché, but still couldn't help crying out, "It's so good?" In Half Sugar, Half Plum, Wang Zhuan plays a promising young male god whose childhood sweetheart relationship with Zhai Yiying is a perfect blend of bittersweetness, a bittersweet experience that's been transformed into a delightful treat. Have you ever tasted this bittersweet flavor? When actress Xian is subjected to online harassment due to an endorsement dispute, plummeting from the top to rock bottom overnight, while her husband Zhou Jingshan remains unresponsive in the US, the despair of being abandoned by the world, doesn't just thinking about it make you feel breathless? Yet, she dares to decisively release the divorce papers at this critical moment. Did you applaud her in your heart? Even more impressive is Wang Zhuan's later wife-chasing saga, the awkwardness of his eyes clearly saying "I regret it," yet he pretends to be just passing by. Isn't that more agonizing than simply saying "I love you" 1,000 times? The chemistry between these two is so strong that any glance between them could make you roll around in bed with admiration. Believe it or not, love lasts forever. Would you dare watch Zhang Yiying's military uniform kissing scenes a second time? Have you ever encountered a drama that immediately floods you with sweetness from the very beginning, giving you no chance to breathe? Zhang Yiying, playing a Republican-era military officer, stands there with his crisp uniform, cold brows, and restrained smile, but the next second, he's engaged in 7 or 8 intimate kisses with the female lead, an underground party assassin. Isn't this contrast more thrilling than a roller coaster ride? What's most captivating is that this drama doesn't have those melodramatic "let me explain" or I won't listen scenes. Have you ever been driven to the point of wanting to smash your phone by those dramas that dragged out 20 episodes with forced misunderstandings? The two marry first, fall in love later, and even have a child. When their identities are revealed in the second half, they discover, it turns out they were secretly in love with each other. This extreme tug-of-war of "I thought I was lying to you, but you were lying to me too, yet we both love each other" is a million times more sophisticated than any simple sweet romance drama. Isn't it? Add to that the underlying theme of national righteousness, the two undercover agents protecting each other and fighting the enemy together in the chaos of war, ultimately choosing to continue their happy lives under concealed identities. This kind of intelligent and insightful happy ending, can you say it's not a breath of fresh air in short dramas? Evening colors on spring branches, Wang Yiying's pure-hearted tycoon, who can resist? Have you ever fantasized about a billionaire with a net worth of hundreds of billions, blushing and saying "I'm not very good at dating" in front of you? Wang Yiying plays Zhou Konggai, the richest man in Beijing's elite circle, who exudes a cold, aloof, and unapproachable aura from the moment he appears. Yet, he's unexpectedly unsettled by the cunning and manipulative by Zhai, a poor but talented woman. Isn't this hunter becomes prey setup 100 times more exciting than the traditional domineering CEO falling in love with me? The most amazing thing is that Zhai originally planned to seduce this billionaire with her best friend, but Zhou Kong also willingly succumbed to a carefully designed seduction scheme. He even knew she was scheming against him, yet he couldn't help but be captivated by her poem, her gaze, and her piano playing. Isn't this kind of conscious yet pure affection more moving than any Mary Sue plot? Wang Yiren perfectly portrayed the contradictory feeling of seemingly calm and composed, but actually madly infatuated with you. Did you ever tear up late at night when he said, "I don't mind being used by you, as long as you stay by my side"? Which of these four male gods is the reason you stay up all night? Look, Yang Kang's deep affection and restraint, Wang Zhuan's mature composure, Zhang Jijin's righteous indignation, and Wang Yiren's pure and domineering nature. Zhai Yiying has actually played all four of these completely different top-tier boyfriends. Don't you, like me, feel so jealous that you grit your teeth and ask, why is she so lucky? But then again, perhaps it's not that she's lucky, but rather that her storytelling eyes and her composed demeanor perfectly bring out the most captivating acting qualities in each of the male leads. Do you agree? Some were utterly devastated by Yang Kang's killer gaze and secret love into marriage. Some cried buckets of tissues watching Wang Zhuan's pursuit of his wife in Half Sugar Plum. Some repeatedly screenshotted Zhang Jijin's military uniform kiss scene in Love Forever, and others spent the entire morning blushing with Wang Yiren in evening colors on spring branches. So what about you? Which male lead did you give your heart to? Now, it's your turn to answer. If these four male leads stood before you, each looking at you with the same look they gave you at the end of the drama, please guide me for the rest of my life. Would you rush into their arms without hesitation, or greedily want to say, I want them all? The comments section is exploding. What are you waiting for? Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.